Previously in the land of the wolf, we have witnessed the distress of the forest inhabitants too small to escape the devastation of their territory. Forced to flee far from the men's logging area, Jimmy stopped for the day at a beaver's worksite located along a chain of ponds we call Lancelot Marshes. This is where Monique, Reynald, and I will live a dream. The evening promises to be thrilling. In addition to a moose, which we believe to be Lancelot, a pair of sandhill cranes are feeding not far from us. On the menu, spring peepers whose love songs are close to 100 decibels. There is no better spotter than a crane. Will Como accept to be filmed? Even Jimmy asks himself the question. It is all so quiet. Tonight, Jimmy has no intention of following his companion, even if he begged him to. Como has gained a lot of confidence. This opens the door to observe interactions. Jimmy's submissive attitude confirms Como's superior rank. Witnessing an intimate moment in the life of these wolves marks a significant progress for us. If the two friends are slow to start their night activities, it is because they are waiting for something or someone. We hope to discover it before nightfall. Bird watching helps us to wait. A female white-throated sparrow gathers materials for her nest, while a ruffed grouse cock is displaying to seduce a hen. The pair of sparrows collaborate throughout the breeding season, but among the grouse, The male is content to fertilize the females he meets on his domain. A form of fidelity for one, a fickle love for the other. As long as a new generation emerges, each reproductive strategy is legitimate. The howls come from the marsh behind us. For Jimmy and Como, these familiar calls deserve an answer. It was the first time that adult wolves howled so close to us, at only 10 meters from the vehicle. The dream. We were moved to tears. Jimmy and Como had been called by another pack member. This was the signal they were waiting for. After they left, we got out of the van to listen. The wolves were already far away. People often ask me, "Are you not afraid?" The question implies that wolves are dangerous and naturally attack humans. The truth is that for the past 100 years, the cases of serious aggression recorded in Canada can be counted on the fingers of one hand, and they involve sick, captive, or familiarized wolves. The risk of being bitten by a dog is definitely greater than of being attacked by one or more wolves in the wild, even if they are hungry. So no, my parents and I have never considered the wolf as a threat to our safety, even when we were walking on their rendezvous site. If we observed and filmed their behavior most of the time from our vehicle, it is because otherwise we could not see them. The vast majority of wolves are even more shy than Como. A wolf like Jimmy is one of rare exceptions. However, with the black bear, we had to take precautions, especially in the spring. This animal is a bluffer. He can be very intimidating, then run away at the last minute. Even a wolf takes these mood shifts into account, as Jimmy has proven to us on a few occasions. At the time, our study area was home to one of the highest black bear densities in Canada. An electrified fence protected our base camp. We always had repellent on us in case of problems. We met black bears every day, often the same ones, sometimes new ones with daring behavior. Considering the number of bears we have encountered, there were very few incidents like that one. These animals are fascinating, and each encounter with them allowed us to get to know them better. With a black bear, we can expect charging feints that demand composure and respect from us. If we act in the right way, the bear often accepts being observed from a certain distance. We avoid most conflicts when we understand the gestural language of these powerful animals. We can then follow them and discover the extraordinary feats of which they are capable of. This bear is feasting on catkins of trembling aspen. Cedar waxwings also eat the fruits ripening of these trees. Normal for a bird to be perched high. But when it is a 70-kilo bear playing the acrobat 20 meters above ground, the sight gives chills. A misstep, a branch that breaks, and it is the fall. Why get worried when the climber is used to picnics between heaven and earth? The bear uses its jaw or front paws to break branches. How not to be amazed by the skill and intelligence of this versatile omnivore, whose menu consists largely of plants. The presence of a bear will not prevent me from studying the progress of nesting in this part of the forest. I am particularly interested in the yellow-bellied sapsuckers and the red-breasted nuthatches nesting in the closest birch tree. The male yellow-bellied sapsucker is recognizable by his beautiful red throat. When he takes a break for food, something totally unexpected happens. The sapsucker does not realize anything. Neither did his mate. I wonder how this will end. The impertinent Nathach returns home, as if nothing had happened. The work resumes. The sapsucker is encouraged by the visit of his darling. Lady Nathach is much more independent. This time, the sapsuckers do not leave their cavity unattended. The female works harder when her mate drums. Sometimes I find myself very close to a black bear when I walk in the forest. The same close encounter with a wolf is more serious because it can mean a significant setback in the bond of trust we have established with it. No matter how careful we are, we cannot foresee everything, guess everything. One morning I was so certain that no wolves were present in the area of the pine forest that I ventured out of the vehicle to examine some tracks near the lake. I realized my mistake too late. Bigfoot is following my tracks and does not seem to appreciate my intrusion. Upsetting the leader of the Manitous Pack is a diplomatic blunder. He sends me a wolf message which means, "This territory is mine." Bigfoot is not alone. Jimmy is brave, but my presence surprises him. I am not afraid for me, but for our relationship with the Manitous. Bigfoot is already walking away, showing signs of nervousness. Jimmy takes the opportunity to approach me frankly. He passes so close to me that I can hear him breathing. Once his curiosity is satisfied, the wolf joins his leader. I was very lucky because Bigfoot did not hold it against me, and we were able to continue our observations of wolves with great success. In the next episode, we will visit again the chubbies, our beaver friends. The black bear will make us live other strong moments. Then snow will fall on the land of the wolf, slowing down the momentum of spring in several species.
미괴 Manitou, 야 해야요, 해야 해야야야야요. 내게 마행게